Hello and welcome back to the Daily Devotional for John R. Woods staff and agents. Today is May 12th and our topic from Keeping It Personal is Time Enough. Our verse for today comes from Psalm chapter 90 verse 12, which says, "Teach us to make the most of our time so that we may grow in wisdom." That's a beautiful little nugget, isn't it? Teach us to make the most of our time so that we may grow in wisdom. Every May 12th, I pass another milestone. I have a birthday. Time has a way of flying by, doesn't it? I mean, it goes by fast. Sometimes we complain of an acquaintance or colleague who engaged us in conversation. She took so much of my time. In saying that, we are acknowledging that time is our greatest possession. We are like Napoleon, who said, "Ask me for anything but my time." Yes, our time is precious, but how should we make the best use of it? We all have the same number of minutes in an hour and the same number of hours in a day. So we need to buy opportunities with our time. We need to share our time with someone who needs us. We usually are glad to give of our skills, our energy, and even our money. But when it comes to giving of our time, well, we're often stingy. Yet nothing is ever accomplished without the giving of our time. Life is short, that's true, but we make it shorter by wasting time. Let's determine not to waste 1 minute. Let's commit to stop hoarding our hours. Let's not save our time, let's give it away. This is tough. Time management was something that I always struggled with as a child of divorced parents, having to take stuff from here to here and 2 different school buses on 2 different sides of town and not having my homework for one day for the next day because of block scheduling and it being at the wrong house. It was just crazy. And I struggled a lot with that. And time management is still something that I struggle with now in my adult life, although I've gotten quite, much better at it. So don't want to say quite good yet. But managing our time as realtors is really important. What are some ways that you do that? Let us know in the comments what's working for you. Maybe you can help another agent. I know some of us block out hour increments in our day and schedule tasks. This hour I'm prospecting. This hour I'm writing notes. This hour I'm working on my emails. This hour I'm working in MLS searches. This hour these 3 hours I'm doing showings, whatever it is. Some people schedule and block out each of those times, and that's what keeps them on track. Other people just kind of fly by the seat of their pants. And this whole day is for showings, and this whole day is for MLS, and this whole day is for prospecting. And some people do it that way. Some people are only working 4 out of the 5 days. Some people are working 6 or 7 days. You have to find what works for you and what works for your business. Those may not always be the same thing, and you have to find a compromise in between those two to marry them. So let us know what's working for you. One thing for me is I have undiagnosed adult ADHD. So as you could probably tell by how I do these videos, but I get very easily distracted. I'm working on putting a listing in the MLS, and then I get an email come in, and I stop what I'm doing and I go and I read that email. And of course that email has a task. So then I stop the email and then I do the task, and my MLS input is just sitting there waiting. And you know how our job is. Something is always pulling our attention in a new direction. And for me, that is very, very dangerous, and I can't do that. So what I've been working on recently is just the email can wait. They can wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, a day. It can wait. Finish your task and then start whatever is next. Then get into your emails. Maybe only check your email 5 times a day. Maybe that seems like a lot. Maybe that doesn't seem like enough. But you've got to give yourself some limits, some restrictions, some time blocks, something to keep that, and also keeping those intrusive thoughts and tasks and messages out of the way so you can focus on the task at hand and then move on. That's my little story. Tell me your little story, what's working for you down in the comments so we can help each other out. And let's make it personal today. How can you make the most of what's left of this day, of this week, of this cycle season in real estate? Go out and make something of it today. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.